Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of Fresher Pressure, and you're joined by your hosts, Bree and
Hayden.
And today, on today's agenda is flatmates and friends. So
Yes. Two things that sometimes come together, but sometimes don't. Were you good friends with your flatmates?
yeah, not really.
Not really.
No,
What did you do? What happened?
it wasn't like anything happened. We just never grew close.
Did you just mainly spend time with... Well, who were your friends in first year then?
Chelsea. I spent a lot of time in the library with Chelsea. And then I had my friend that I went to secondary school with, and she stayed in the house because she's in second year. So we stayed. I was at her house most of the time, and then I was also friends with my current housemates. So I'd go to their house all the time. I'd actually spend nights there as well.
So you were good friends with some people. How did you meet these people? How did you meet Chelsea?
Oh, I met her like on the first day when we had our. Do you remember that induction we had?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at her the whole time for some reason. I don't know. I think there's something wrong with my eyes. But I was looking at her the whole time, and then we spoke after, and then we became friends from there.
And so you then were spending time with another flat that you became friends with? They were also doing the same course, doing the same kind of thing?
No, they do. Well, two of them do like midwifery, and then the third one did. She doesn't even go to uni anymore, but she did digital marketing. So, but I knew these people already from. I went to primary school with one of them, and I just became friends with her two friends. So, I spent time there and whatnot.
So many previous connections getting you through. Did you ever make friends with people who you didn't have a previous connection to? So you just met and kind of became friends? Like, did you do any societies or anything like that? Did you meet anybody through workshops or clubs?
No. Actually, I did meet. So I keep forgetting this person. I met somebody on the way to a party in Park Avenue on like the second day of Freshers Week. We literally just like, because we lived in the same accommodation, but in different buildings. So he just must have randomly come up to me. He was like, "Oh, do you know where the bus is?" And I was just telling him and stuff. And from there, we just used to speak. Like, we literally still speak to this day. I need to text him actually, but yeah, we still speak to this day. Like, that's my friend.
So just one of those people you just meet?
Yeah, once, and then yeah.
Once, no, is that? Well, I'll give a bit of context.
I was going to say, what about you?
What about me?
Yeah.
I had a really good flat, big eight person flat, and fully mixed, split right down the middle.
What, 4-4 boy girl?
Yeah, 4-4 boy girl. It was like the most diverse group you can have of 8 white people. You know, we had a gay guy. We had covered all the bases.
What, did you have a few punks in there?
We got a bit of everything. Of the white community has to offer.
What's that film?
But it was very good actually. Our flat got along quite well, even though we had some disagreements at times. It was generally a very respectful flat, which was really helpful. Yeah. And I became friends with some. There's always a couple that you're really close friends with, and a couple that you're not. Generally, I was friends with. Sadly, I was friends with foreigners.
Sadly.
Yeah. Literal foreigners who were exchangers. They left the country.
That's good though. If you keep in contact with them, you have a place to stay when you visit their country. Think about it like that. Logic dictates,
yes, but it was like my only friends at the uni were all left after a semester.
Oh.
And so
after a semester.
Yeah, so I made really good friends with them, and then they all left. So all the foreign students, like German, Dutch and stuff, who I'd made friends with, they all just left the country.
Bless your soul. Bless your cotton
socks. So then I had to go back and be like,
hey.
But I did a few societies.
Okay, which ones?
I've done climbing before, done hockey before. I did squash for a bit, and then I hit a girl in the face and retired. Immediately retired from ever playing squash. But I find that's good if you keep going enough, you're consistent, then you'll start to make friends. And just try and go to the socials. That's a good way to make friends.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find the course is actually quite difficult to make friends because there's like a pressure element of like, especially our course, which is to do with like group work. When you have group work, it can be hard because if you're your friends, sometimes you want to let them off the hook for stuff, and if they're not your friends, it's even more annoying when they don't turn up or something's not going the right way or people aren't doing enough.
I don't know about you, but I literally experienced that. I did not let my friend get credit for any of our assignments. How dare you not show up and expect credit? No, it doesn't work like that. So I literally took him off the credits. He didn't pass, and like he's not here anymore. So
pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, who needs enemies with friends like that?
You don't know. But seriously, you can't cruise through life like that. I'm not letting you off the hook because you decided to be lazy.
Well, I know a lot of people don't agree with your sentiment, and a lot of people are willing to say, well, I don't like that student, even though both students are doing the same thing. Yeah. The friend gets let off the hook and the other one doesn't.
Yeah. But you need to hold people accountable regardless if they're your friend or not. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. But for me, it was always a case of how do you, there was always that complication of having group work, and it's like, even if they're a cool person that you like to hang out with, if they're not very hardworking or not very punctual or they lack some other skills, it can be really difficult to work with them and be friends with them.
Yeah, because it would put you off as a friend at the same time because you're lacking skills that you should be bringing to a friendship too in a big professional environment, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's like the same skills will reflect in your friendships. Did you ever make any friends at the library?
No. What do you think this is? I'm there to do my work. I'm not there to chat.
Not go to go. I'm tempted.
No.
I see people and I think,
no.
Should I go up and have a little chat?
No. I'm here to bang out 2,000 words. Do you think I'm here to have a chit chat? No.
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 So you're just studying in the library?
Yeah. I only go to the library to study. I don't go there to mix and socialise.
How would you go if you were going to go about making some new friends? What would you do?
I don't.
Well, neither do I. That's not the point. The point is, how would you? I might join
I literally
society.
don't know.
You don't think a society is a good way?
I'm scared of people. How did I meet Tyra? Tyra's a new friend that I've recently made.
How did you meet her?
Shh. She was seeing my housemate.
But through a housemate is how you met her. Well, that's kind of...
I only meet friends through friends, if you get what I mean, because that's the only way I can meet. I can't meet by myself.
I think a lot of people find that they just meet friends through friends. I think that's quite much more common than people kind of think. And it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not like meeting friends through friends is the worst. It just can be difficult if friends through friends then stop being friends.
Yeah.
And,
I'm in that boat right now, but it's okay.
Do you find big friendship groups work, or do you prefer just having friends with individuals?
Friends with individuals.
You're not a fan of big friendship groups?
No. Because now, if I've seen this dynamic before. I was in that dynamic, big friendship groups will go with the small groups and hang out, and obviously people will feel a type of way about that. So I just keep I have a few friends here and a few friends there, and I like to delegate time to spend with them, rather than just having because also big friend groups are messy as well, or not messy but problematic. So I wouldn't want friendships are meant to be something that isn't causing you stress. Do you get what I mean? So you wouldn't want a problematic friendship group to be causing you stress, especially in this time. We're in uni, you don't want that stress on top of uni work.
Yeah, on top of that study.
Yeah.
I think that's all we've got time for this section, but we're going to go give you a quick interview, and then we'll be back for some quick fire questions. Hi guys, welcome back. We're here and we're joined by a guest.
Hi guys, I'm Daniel.
Daniel, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a film student. I also shoot music videos and events, and I'm an editor as well.
Lovely. We were wondering about your experience making friends and dealing with flatmates at the uni.
Yeah.
Could I ask, how was your first year experience with your flatmates?
It was an experience. No, but it was. I'd say it was a positive one. Obviously, it was a bit awkward at first because I was the only guy in my flat, so that was one thing. But I think it was just a thing of just getting my head wrapped around that, because I originally expected to come to a mixed flat, but it was what it was. So yeah, it took a while for me to get around it, but after a while, it was quite good.
Guys, how many people in that flat?
8.
8. So
Yeah.
you and
8 other people, so 9 of us. Yeah.
so 7, 8. So 8 women.
Yes.
You and 8.
Yes. Crazy.
Definitely an experience.
Yeah.
In terms of, are you still good friends with a lot of them, or was that more of first year and then afterwards?
Yeah, it was more of first year, beginning of second year, and then we just kind of I haven't even seen. I don't even remember some of their names. I can't lie, but I was 7th West. They're cool. Yeah.
So in terms of friends that you have now in the third year, when did you meet them? Did you meet them back in first year?
Yeah, I met a lot of them first year, and we've just kind of been this tight ever since. But it was more of a thing of just social interaction. I stayed at St. John's in first year, so there was a table tennis area, and I met a lot of extroverts there, so they would naturally just come to me and just talk, and then I'd remember our names and faces, and then you just kind of just be around them, and meet other people through them as well. So yeah.
In terms of, so that seems like a really good way for you to meet people. Did you find a lot of success in terms of people on the course becoming friends?
Yeah. As an introvert, it was hard to just kind of, there's new people. But after a while, it just kind of, it's a smooth process. Because you naturally just speak to people, especially when you're working with them as well. You find out stuff about them, and then this is just general social interaction. And yeah, I think, yeah. Everyone's young, so that was one thing. So I just treat that as if I know they're in college. So, yeah.
What you think uni's a game?
No, but
yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah, everyone has the same banter. So
the same humor. So
yeah,
you guys are
same.
just alike, really.
Yeah, so it was just easy to get along with people that way.
Yeah.
So you said earlier about doing some stuff outside of uni, working on music videos.
Yeah.
Have you found people who've become friends through that?
Yeah, even people in my class, we've worked together. Can I name drop?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so first year, one of the first people that I actually went up to was Enoch, because I heard that he done music videos. I think we were in Anthony's writing in the media class, and then he was just talking about that. And then literally as soon as that lesson finished, I just introduced myself to him, and then we exchanged socials, and then again social interaction. We found out that we're both from the same country. We found out we're both Ghanaian, so that was one thing. And then it just led to other conversations. Marty as well. He was. I think I grew closer to him in second year because I didn't really know what he'd done, but he does music videos as well. And yeah, first year I helped Enoch with a couple of shoots, and yeah, I've been working with them ever since.
Can I ask, did you ever venture into societies or sports societies or casual societies in a way to meet people?
Yeah. So I joined the ACS and then the football society. But I actually never went to the football society. I don't know why. I generally don't know why. But the ACS I went to a couple of the events. But then they also had a ACS football thing going on every Friday in first year. So I went there and I met a lot of new people as well.
You went to that, but not the actual football society.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right?
Can you just clarify ACS stands for?
African Caribbean society.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you meet a lot of people that are like similar to you, and yeah, again, it's easy
way to meet people.
Yeah.
If you could go back to the beginning of first year, in terms of what you would say to yourself, in terms of meeting people and finding friends, what tip would you give?
No one cares. Just do it. Like, go out more. Oh.
No.
So no one cares in terms of
like everyone. It's a new start for everyone. So this.
Everyone's in the same boat essentially.
Yeah. Like just take yourself out there. You know?
Put yourself out there and
just
don't worry about it going wrong.
Yeah. Don't second guess yourself too much as well. Yeah. I wish I was a bit more like proactive in first year as well. Like, I loved my room, so I would just stay there. Like, some weeks I wouldn't even, if it's not lectures, I wouldn't even go out. But you know, it's a good thing to be proactive. You can meet people randomly as well. Yeah.
So in terms of, that's great advice. First up. Did you end up? Was there anyone you met who initially you were like, I'm not sure on this person, and then it kind of turned it around? You said there was someone who you got close to in second year.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, working with Marty at first, like, cause you hear a lot of stuff. It's a close. We had a lot of. I think we had like 25 people in our year, 25, 30 people in our year group. So we had a lot of people. And in the CV module, stuff got a bit like intense. So naturally you hear stuff about people. So because then like you don't really know people like that. So now I'm like, oh, okay, damn, I'm hearing this about this person. It's like, oh, okay. But yeah, working with Marty. Marty was one of those people, but he's a cool guy. It's just, yeah.
So was it more like, don't judge immediately what you say,
Yeah.
actually talk to them, meet them?
Yeah, and actually like judge off of experience
rather than hearsay.
Yeah, rather than just what you hear. I think that's something that I kind of live by now. Yeah, and naturally I went to like in secondary school I went to all boys school, so I think I kind of took the values that I learned from that experience into like uni, like not judging people from what you hear and stuff like that. In general, like. My closest friends, at first I didn't like, in my head, I was like, I had like thoughts about them even though I hadn't like interacted with them at first. So like it got to a point where I just decided to just stop thinking like that, and yeah, it turned out for the better. So yeah.
Right, I think we're out of time, but thank you so much for that, Daniel.
Thank you for coming.
Guys.
Honestly, it was very
insightful.
Yeah, insightful.
Nice.
Welcome back. We're here for some quick fire queries.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Bree, are you ready?
So ready.
Okay. So we have one that says, I'm in a flat with a bunch of flatmates, but a couple of flatmates are not pulling their slack in terms of the kitchen. They're leaving messy plates, messy stuff. They have a flat group chat, but it's not really being used. What do you think they should do? Should they talk to the flatmates who are being messy and unhygienic? Or should they not say anything? Should they say something? How should they deal with it, do you think?
I think you should say something. There's a group chat there for a reason. And if you have an issue, raise it with your flatmates. Because at the end of the day, you're all living there.
Sorry, our producer's having fun in the corner. I definitely agree. I think that one of the worst things is...
Instagram. Yeah.
You should be doing your job. We're going to end up firing you at this rate.
No, it's the pressure Instagram.
Oh, she's posted. I need to follow it, actually. Let me
Amazing.
I'll follow
This
it
is how great our live podcast is.
Sorry.
On the question.
Yeah.
Do we want to re-go?
Do we want to re-go? No. We're running it now. on that question, I think a lot of people's groups.
No, I say we can't restart.
I say no. I say we just keep going.
I say
We'll do it live.
just
We'll do it live. I think silence is compliance, and I think a lot of people stay silent. Fine, just pull a. You ought to just cut it. This is.
That's fine.